Welcome to eZeLiving.com. I'm Jan Herdman, and today we're talking about Yogalates, a different type of exercise, with Noura from Yogalates Bliss. Welcome, Noura, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me here.
So first of all, Yogalates, a new ice cream?
Yeah, I've heard very funny names, by the way, affiliated with Yogalates. Yogalates is a combination of yoga and Pilates in a 1-hour session. Okay. So this is where I combine aspects of yoga and Pilates, so a lot of core work involved in a 1-hour session to complement each other.
Right, so is that your background? Is your background a health and fitness or something different?
Well, I used to work in the marketing department, so marketing industry, and so then I just wanted to move into my passion, which is health and fitness. And this is where I ended up taking Start Pilates, which is a mat intensive level 1 course, and combining it with yoga. So I did my 200-hour yoga certification.
Right, well I think of yoga and I think yawn and pain getting into positions that I really cannot get into. So when you combine it with Pilates, is that something different? Is it again just stretch work, or is it a powerhouse, or how do you explain it?
Sure. So I love the strength aspect of both yoga and Pilates, but what I find is in yoga, so it can be a very relaxing, more meditative session. I wanted to combine the more strengthening elements of Pilates, which is a lot of focus on the core work, the powerhouse as it's called. So working on the abdominal, strengthening deep into the abdominals and into the back, where a lot of people get the weakness from the hips up to the lower back. So I wanted to improve this whole area while adding the upper body and lower body strengthening and endurance of yoga into the 1-hour session.
So is that for people who like to feel like they've had a real workout, as in the heart pumping and feeling, oh, well, I feel great now. Sure. Is this for them, or is it for something completely different? Is it a different type of clientele is not the right word, but sort of person who wants the audience, yes. Yeah.
Definitely. So if a client comes and asks me about Yogalates and what exactly is involved, I stress to them that this is more of you can get a workout. You can tone up, basically. So the right words of it being, so we do work on overall strength, overall endurance. So if you're coming to the class expecting a more meditative yoga session, then I would guide them elsewhere. We do lie down in the 5 minutes, lie down outdoors, look at the stars and completely relax. But what I do is I build the heat up. So a lot of core work, a lot of overall static postures in yoga to build up the strength and the heat, and then get them to completely relax with deep stretches.
Okay. So is this something that is achieved over a long period of time? So do they have to do a session of 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 to be able to get to, you know, this strength and positioning? Or is it something that can be achieved fairly quickly? Yeah,
well, I run my classes twice a week, so I do recommend that they attend the classes twice a week. And I also run the sessions as a 10-session package. So really you do get the benefits, or you do see results, and say by the 8th session you would have seen a great difference, a dramatic difference. So yes, I do recommend minimum of 2 weeks for them to really feel the effect.
Is it expensive?
No, hopefully not. It's well, it's 500 dirhams for 10-session package, and the validity is 3 months. So it's great for.
That's not expensive at all, is it?
No, no, and the 3-month validity period just gives them a lot of flexibility. So if you're a cabin crew, or if you're a businesswoman flying or businessman flying in and out a lot, it just gives them that 3-month validity period to come in and out.
And is it for children and adults, or is it for a specific age bracket at all?
I would generally say 20 years onwards. So it could be fresh college graduate who really wants to improve again their strength training, or complement it with their current activities. So if you're an athlete, if you are a runner, or you lift weights, or whatever sports you do, it's a great complement again to work on the core. And if you're above that age, say 30 years and 40 years onwards, it's a great workout to keep your mobility, keep the strength.
Where everything kind of degrades after a while.
Exactly, exactly. And then also with the guided stretches towards the very end, that's a great way to keep the juice in the joints, basically.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us. I might get you to give us some examples a little bit later.
Sure.
But again, thanks for joining us. And if you have any queries, suggestions or comments, then please do leave them below. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.